Following Hawaii's comeback overtime thriller over San Jose State on Friday night, undefeated Warriors dropped one spot in the latest AP Top 25 college football poll released this morning. And in the coaches poll, UH, off to their first 7-0 start in 26 years, remained at number 16. How's it going, everybody? Week 8 in college football marks as week 1 in the Bowl Championship Series standings. And in order for the Warriors to play BCS Buster, UH would need to finish in the top 12 at the end of the season. Not a bad start for Hawaii, coming in at number 18, following Auburn, Missouri, defending national champion Florida, and preseason number 1 USC. The BCS is a combination of the AP Coaches and Harris poll, in addition to 6 different computer rankings. Now, at this time last year, eventual BCS Fiesta Bowl champion Boise State sat at number 15.
Really mean much to us. We're about winning the WAC championship, and you know, from then on, you know, however they feel at the end of the season. BCS, I only say so much for this part of the season, but we still got about 5 games left, or 4 games left, and that's really going to dictate. When those 4 games are up, and when the BCS is the finals, when it's finally said and done, that's what's really going to matter.
We can't really think about that right now because to tell you the truth, you know, people probably ain't going to really give us respect towards the end of our year anyway, you know, towards our last couple games. That's where pretty much all of our respect is going to come to. So we're not even thinking about that, you know, we're just taking it one game at a time. We go have this bye week, you know, to get everybody healthy, get everybody energy back up, and, you know, concentrate fully on New Mexico. Tell you the truth, all that BCS, that's going to be towards the end of the year. So we got to win these next games.
As Ryan mentioned, Warriors get their first bye week of the season, then host the Aggies of New Mexico State in 2 weeks. Aggies are 3-4 in the year, 0-2 in the WAC, following a 22-21 loss to Louisiana Tech yesterday. Now, as far as the top 5 of the BCS goes, if the season ended today, it would be Ohio State and South Florida playing for the national championship. Who saw that coming? 3 through 5 goes Eagles, Tigers, and Sooners. On a side note, Warriors, who now share the nation's longest win streak at 8 games with South Florida, is the only non-BCS conference school ranked in the top 25. Speaking of...
With their thrilling victory over San Jose State on Friday, not only did the Warrior football team not have to lose any sleep about keeping their hopes of an undefeated season alive, Hawaii also kept their dreams of a BCS bid going as well. That's because the first BCS rankings came out today, and Hawaii debuted at the 18th spot. And that's good, because although it's not a guarantee, in order to be invited to a BCS game, Hawaii needs to finish in the top 12 or higher in the BCS standings. So while the Warriors are 18th in those standings, they remained at 16 at the coaches poll and actually dropped a peg in the AP to 18th. Earlier today, sports director Liz Chun sat down with June Jones to get his take on an undefeated season.
You know, I don't really think about undefeated season. I think about we got 4 of the last 6 or 7 games on ESPN national TV. And I think the impact of winning the game the way we did this week and then the next 3 national games, if we can really play well in front of everybody, I think we'll get our due.
As for the rest of the BCS standings, they look like this. Oregon comes in at the 10th spot with West Virginia, Arizona State, Kentucky, and South Carolina rounding out the bottom 10. Oklahoma is in the 5th spot. Former number 1 LSU is in 4th, while undefeated Boston College, South Florida, and Ohio State, who is the consensus number 1 in all national polls, fills out the top 3 in the country. And don't forget, at 10:30 tonight, we got the June Jones Show. Liz Chun and Steve Uehara, not Stu Uehara, will have a complete wrap of Hawaii's game, a chat with June Jones, as well as a sit-down with Ryan Grice-Mullen.
How you doing, everybody? Let's talk sports. For the second time this season, the UH Warrior football team survived a close shave on the road in the WAC. What also survived in Friday's overtime win over San Jose State was Hawaii's unblemished record, and as a result, their BCS hopes. Today, the first BCS standings were released. Let's take a peek at the top 10. Ohio State is number 1 with South Florida. That's right, South Florida at the 2 spot. Right on down the line, you got Boston College. LSU is 4th despite yesterday's loss to Kentucky. Oklahoma, South Carolina, Carolina, the Wildcats, Arizona State, West Virginia, and Oregon. Hawaii made it into the top 20, coming in at number 18. They are the only team from a non-BCS conference to make the rankings. The Bowl Championship Series rankings are calculated from 3 major polls and 6 computer polls. Now here's the deal. If the Warriors finish in the top 12 of the BCS standings at the end of the regular season, which will be impossible if Hawaii loses a game along the way, they'll earn an automatic berth into a BCS game and the multi-million-dollar payoff that comes with it.
Well, it's the first year of the BCS rankings, so that's why we did it the first time. But hopefully we'll be there at the end. Well, it's been pretty awesome.
It doesn't really mean much to us. We're about winning the WAC championship, and from then on, however they feel at the end of the season. BCS, I only say so much for this part of the season, but we still got about 5 games left, and that's really going to dictate when it's finally said and done. That's what's really going to matter.
The latest AP and coaches polls also getting released today. Hawaii dropping a spot in the AP poll from 16th to 17th, but staying put on the coaches' side at number 16. Ohio State is the consensus #1 team. Warriors have a bye week coming up before hosting New Mexico State October 27th. Last year,